Books, books. I like books. I'm gonna read them all. Hi readers, Chris here. Welcome to my channel where I review fantasy, Stephen King, all sorts of books. And today I am reviewing a very special book, and that is I Bleed Starseeds by the one and only Nymeria. If you don't know Nymeria, she is a fellow booktuber and now an author tuber. This is her first published book. And Nymeria is such a kind-hearted person. I was so happy to see that she came out with this. Not only is this Nymeria's book, but there are other members of the booktube community that also worked on this book. The cover was designed by Mr. Morningstar, and then it was actually edited by our very own Pax Panic. I love to see this collaboration, and even though I've said this before many times, I'm not a poetry reader, but I just had to get the book and check it out. And let me tell you, I ended up actually really liking this. I mean, first of all, it's a very short read. There are a ton of poems in here because there's one on each page, but it's something you can literally just like fly through. And I appreciate that for the most part, the poems are short and concise and very easy to understand. You don't have to have an English major or a degree in order to be able to understand what Nymeria is conveying through her poetry. And what she is conveying is just really, really, really deep and emotional stuff. Really, really deep. Like, I don't want to say I'm surprised because I believe in Nymeria and I knew she had this in her, but like the way that some of these poems made me feel emotionally was surprising because I was not prepared for it. There is one poem in particular that I have mentioned previously in a video, and I have Nim's permission. I just want to read it here really quick. So hopefully this will give you a little bit of taste of the poems in this book. And this one is called Never Ending Bad Hangover. Lately, I've been feeling really empty and incomplete. So I just lay here and contemplate my defeat. But I still find myself wondering how you are while you left me here with all these scars. Makes me think of when my thoughts changed from hey, I love you, to hey, how are you? And maybe I was just always infatuated by the things you did. I loved you with the love of a little kid. I guess it's nice now that we can meet in peace, with the actual love of my life standing next to me. But sometimes it only feels like yesterday. You screwed me over, and I'll always think of you as my never-ending bad hangover. Never thought my broken teenage heart would mend, and maybe it never really did in the end. But when I look at your stupid face across the table from me, I thank every God in the universe you'll never have another part of me. This poem touched me on such a deep and personal level because I definitely in my past had a high school sweetheart, a first love who didn't return the feelings. And when you're at that age, the type of love that you have in high school when you're really young is completely different from like the love you have later in life. And it is, like Nim says, more like an infatuation. And so the fact that I was infatuated with someone who didn't return it, and I was really brokenhearted for a long time, even with, other relationships. There was always a part of me that was like, that what if? And I feel like that poem really brought it out of me, really brought me back to that time and really made me think about it. And I think there's tons of other poems in here that would probably have the same effect on anyone that's reading this. I don't have any criticisms about this book. The only thing that I would say is that I really hope that Nymeria, if you're watching this, that you continue to write poetry and you continue to put them in books. But I would like to see more poems about yourself. I feel like a lot of the poems in here are about love and relationships with others, and I would love to see more poems about the relationship with yourself if that makes any sense at all. I know that's way easier said than done, but I think Nymeria can do it. I really do think she has a gift. I'm not just saying that. I really do think that, and I really do feel that. So this is a short review because I don't have anything else to say about this book other than it's really great. It's independently published, so if you are interested in poetic debaucheries, I will link Nymeria's channel down below. If you go to her like About tab in her YouTube profile, she has the link there for where you can order the like a electronic version if you have a Kindle. I'm not sure if she's still doing physical copies. I know she only did like a certain amount of physical copies because here's the thing, when you publish independently, it costs a lot of money. So it costs way more money to get a physical copy than it does like an e-copy. So I am very thankful that I was chosen for this physical copy. I'm really glad I got a chance to read it. I know it seems like I'm just gushing and gushing, but I'm really happy to be able to support not only a fellow booktuber, but someone that I consider a friend. And I hope that my review of this cool book of poems will hopefully inspire someone to check it out, because I do hope that more people can discover Nim's poems and more people can get the word out there. So now I want to know from you, have you read I Bleed Starseeds? Have you ever read another collection of poetry that's been independently published? Let me know in the comments section below, and as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel for more bookish videos coming your way soon. All right, everyone, happy reading.